Welcome back to Pepivo's tutorial series. I'm Vikram, and today in this video I will be talking about what is spam bots, how you can prevent them, and what are tools and techniques for the spam bots to get prevented. So before getting started with spam bots, I would recommend to check the link in the description where I have mentioned this tutorial link, uh, which might be very useful to you to learn how these spam bots work, what are bots, what are types of spam bots, and many more. So let's begin with what is a bot. So when we talk about bot are simple software applications that are typically written for repetitive tasks, and these tasks are much more accurate and done faster than a human. So it saves lots of time and human memory to do all those repetitive tasks. Based on the users uses and the behavior of bots, it is divided into two types: good bots and bad bots. So when we talk about good bots, any bot which is giving a profit to organization or business without harming the other's business is known as good bots. So good bots can be a social bot which is used for retweeting or liking or commenting on the social media for the good purpose. The second part is search engine blogs. So whenever you are writing a blog or whenever you are describing something on the website, so these bots usually crawl those information and helps the normal users to find those accurate informations. Bad bots are usually those bots which are built to hamper the organization or the business. So it is usually built for collecting data. More of these are developed by criminals or black hat hackers who basically build these bots for their personal goals or financial gains. For example, scrapper bots or spam bots. So in this video, I will be talking about the spam bots. So spam bots is one of the bad bots which has been used or has highly impact on the internet. So in this video, you will be looking with all the A to Z solution for what are spam bots and what are the types of spam bots, how you can prevent them, what are the techniques you can use to prevent those spam bots. So for your information, these are the topics that we are going to cover. What are spam bots? How do spam bots work or operate? Types of spam bots, and below few are there. So let's begin with the spam bots. So before getting deep dive into the spam bots, let's have a bit on what are bad bots. So in this era, over all over the internet, there are bots. About 60 to 70% of the traffic is about bots. So these bots can be anything. It can be a spam message, or it can be a spam email, or a spam abuse, or a robocall, which normal telecom companies do for their offers. So these are all bots. So actually there are two to three questions which is very important to understand before moving forward to spam bots. The first is, do you know how they are slowly and gracefully getting your data, your personal data? Do you know many similar bots are working parallelly on web, who are ready to capture your each and every information that you upload, like your email addresses, your name, your birth date, etc. So there is one quick survey I have taken from the internet that if we talk about the percentage, then about 40% of global internet traffic is bot. And from that 40% of traffic, uh, let's suppose we consider this percentage of traffic. You can see the highly affected area is financial area and ticketing. The financial and banking areas are usually the main source where these bots are there to collect the data from users. More of when we talk about ticketing, yeah, they are like they already booked those tickets, so that the genuine user won't able to book that tickets in the normal price. So based on the type of activity and intent, bad bots can be divided further into most common spam bot. So spam bots and many more email spam bots, comment spam bots, and more of social media bots which are having bad intent. So let's describe or give a brief introduction about what spam bot is. So as per me, Spambot is an software application that is programmed typically to distribute bulk SMS or messages to the huge number of people around the internet. So these spam bots are capable of doing various malicious activities, which includes things like fake commenting on any website, collecting emails by crawling all over the website, showing irrelevant ads and links so that they are redirected to a new phishing page where they can collect your informations like banking statements or your user account number, so that they can easily sell that or hack that in order to gain profit. So you can always refer the link that I have described below, so that you can see the stats, how bots are growing day by day, and what are the trend of bad bots and at what kind of forum. So how do these spam bots operate? So as I had earlier said, spam bots can operate on various mediums and different methods. So it can be a mobile, it can be a web, or all over the internet through different medium. It can create different accounts, since creating account don't require much more skills. A normal skill developer can do that very easily. So these bots are programmed capable enough to interact with user and at different forums, so that they do much of commenting and post or spam with irrelevant of information there, so that the genuine user is unable to capture or get the good information. So how do these spam bots do multiple signups? When we talk about sign up forms, then it has only 3 to 4 fields, that is a username, email, the password, and that's it. So it's a very easy method for any skill developer to write a piece of code and fill that form and submit through a code, right? So these spam bots are programmed in such a way to do this task in much faster way, so that it can flood up the organization database with spam accounts or vague email IDs that hampers directly to the reputation of website and the domain reputation whenever you send out the email. Due to these irrelevant signups, many of the genuine user can face network latency. For example, if a spam bot is doing lots of sign up, then the normal user might open up the link and just wait for the link to load on, or the web page to load. So these are the very common but very vital things that we need to figure out in while spam bot signups. Spam bots not only do multiple signups, but few spam bots are just programmed to crawl all over the internet and collect data on this set of rules that has been programmed or that has been set in the code. So when we talk about internet, so internet is an black hole for everything, information, good, bad, and everything. So spam bots crawling this email address can build a database and can sell it on darknet or dark web. This data may have various information. It can be simple or unwanted information, or it can be a financial information. It can be a phone number, email address, or any social accounts, etc. Let's move on to the next topic, where you can judge or you can learn types of spam bots. So when we came over the spam bots, there are 3 to 4 types of spam bots, but the most common are three. It is email spam, second is comment spam, and the third one is social media bots. So when we talk about email spam, so these spams are done by crawling all over the web pages, collecting email IDs, and these email IDs are collected through a simple regex, comparing a regex that has a name at the rate some domain dot com or dot in, whatever the domain has its suffix of it has its suffix. So once the scrapping is done, the used database is then to ready for the attacker. So then attacker sends out a lot of message at once, that is known as spam, to others. So these emails are malicious in nature, that can contain any kind of information, links, uh, and many more personal information can be get through that email. So it may redirect to a link and get your information, also known as phishing. So email spam is not only done by collecting or crawling data all over, collecting email address by crawling all over the internet. It can also be by harvested and purchased on the dark web. So this is one of the example that I have shown. Let's suppose this is the email from JP Morgan case, but look at the source, that is tonline.de, which is not at all authentic. By seeing this is not at all authentic, and the purpose is that this shows that your email is regarding credit card, debit card, ATM card, and etc. But this is not at all genuine by looking at the from domain over here. Let's move on to the comment spam. When we talk about comment spam, these bots generally do fake comments in by logging, creating account, or comments are many can be commented without login also. So as you can see, this is a forum where people are sharing their information about websites, how you can redirect, how you can create, how you can get an information. Whereas one of these link is add me as a close guys. Add me as a close guys. Friendship is always a sweet responsibility, never an opportunity. Download free HD movies. So this is one of the irrelevant comment. Still, it has been marked as a spam over here. So this can be done by spam filter. If you are in an organization, this is already restricted. So we will look after that later. But this comment spam is one of the method where you can see the people are sharing links to their to increase the traffic of their website, or irrelevant links to get your information by phishing. Let's move on to the social media bots. So social media bots also operate over the same. So these bots are usually built for good purpose, but it totally depends on the intention of building those bots. It can share vague messages also. It can so it looks like a genuine person's bot, a genuine person, but it is actual a bot which looks like, or which will help you to look like a real account. But actually these bots are posting irrelevant or sharing, or sometimes they might hack your account whenever, means once some account has compromised password or something. So this was about spam bots and how what types of spam bots are there, how they work. So now how you can prevent the spam bots abuses. So usually whenever these fields are given for signups or by subscription list, or whenever you are collecting some data from user, the best part is to use 2 to 3 methods. That can be reCAPTCHA if you are doing a sign up, that can be uh, double opt-in or confirmed opt-in whenever you are subscribing for a list, and third one is an honeypot field. So when we talk about reCAPTCHA is the simplest method to get implemented. So as per Google, it is reCAPTCHA uses an advanced risk analysis engine and adaptive challenges to keep automated software from engaging abusive activities on your site. So this was very technical. Let me explain in a simple language. So reCAPTCHA is a software which allows a normal user to tick a box, as you can see in a GIF over here, whereas bot can't click this box. So the best part is simple user and genuine user can click this box and move on to the sign up, whereas bot will not able to validate here. So this is the simplest way that Google has provided for the websites and sign up forms. The second part is confirmed or double opt-in. So confirmed and double opt-in are is a procedure where any bot can be signed up, but if the email address is genuine user's email address, a single mail is sent to the user for clicking on the confirmation that you are the genuine user and you are opting for their company's email. So you can see here, this is one of the example that a new subscriber has been updated in organization's database by confirming the email. Third part is honeypot field. So honeypot field is an invisible field. Basically, if there are three fields: email address, password, and the third one is already blank. So this field is not visible to a human being. But if a bot is subscribing, it will crawl the page and find out this is one of the field which is empty, and will try to fill out that field, which will let an software or let an company organization know that there is a bot sign up, since this honeypot field should be empty, but bot have already filled up this field. So these are the methods to get prevent spam bots from signing up anywhere. Now the part is, you have got the techniques to prevent these spam bots. But how will you detect that? Since spam bots behave much like human being, how will you be detecting? The spam bots are unique and programmed in such a way that user can't actually find out whether these are real users or not. So these spam bots are simple to see, but not very simple to get detected. There are few things which are very common if they are not a spam bot. For example, the spam bots are directly or indirectly related to the English. Yes, the English. So these spam bots learn are a pre-programmed. Uh, so these spam bots have grammatical or spelling mistakes, which will be hard for you to get the meaning of that messages. So this was one of the technique where you can find out this English can't be of real user. The second part is the message will be from unexpected source. For example, you have seen the email where it was from a JP Morgan, but ideally when you find out the original part, it was not from an JP Morgan case. It was an spam or unknown source. Third part is the irrelevancy. So it will not have any relevant information in that. For example, the comment section part, comment spam we have seen, it was an website commenting section, but someone has shared a link of downloading a movie. So that was a very irrelevant part. The fourth and the very famous one, you can say all over the internet. So whenever you visit a website, there are different types of websites or links that you have been directed till now, known as phishing links. Or whenever you download a song or something, so you find out a link among 10 to 5 links to find out an original link. So these links are aggressively pointing you to download or click on that links. So this is one of the way of getting information from you or spread malware in your system or phones. The last but not the least, best practices and tools. So there are different types of practices and tools. As we have mentioned earlier, it can be comment section blocking, or it can be a time analysis form. For example, if a normal user requires 10 to 15 seconds of time to fill up a form, but bot requires only 2 seconds, then you can block that form if the time is below average. The first part can be, and again the blocking comment section part, there are various organizations or tools that call to block these comment sections. That can be escape part, filter or spam comments. SK filters to block that spam comments. Third part is geo-based blocking form. So once you know that at from particular domain, from particular location, there are huge number of spams coming out, so you can directly block on the geolocation. Fifth part is IP blacklisting. So when you know that this from this IP there are multiple spam signups or multiple spam activities or malicious activities done, then you can block that IP or series of IP in your firewall. The sixth but important part for the website and applications, this that is web application firewalls. So this tools helps you from XSS attacks and SQL injections. And XSS attack is just an injecting JavaScript or a block of code in your website for target browsers, which manipulates the website content and show something different. For example, if we consider this blog only, that is web application firewall blog, so they might change this XSS attacks and SQL injection to something different, maybe hacking or click on this link. Similarly, SQL injection applications are the SQL queries, which is injected by avoiding the authentication methods, and they can create, update, and read the information from the database. This is very serious threat that every each and every organization follow and use the web application firewalls to restrict the spam bots. So, for this video, I will be concluding that bots are everywhere on the internet. So, all you need to do is prevent and add filter as much as possible, and keep updating the set of rules for your bot, for your email, for your comments, and for your website. That's it for this video. Feel free to share your experience through the comment section below. Thank you.